set up here.
Okay, peanut butter jelly time. Fork and knife. Fork and knife. I don't know. It seemed appropriate at the time. Oscars are tonight.
Ooh.
I honestly don't even know like what's nominated, but
I have no clue. It's been so long since I followed any of that stuff.
Yeah, we used to watch it every year, but it's been a while, for sure. The only reason I'm bummed probably is because Buck is watching it.
Right.
I'm not there. Okay. But I hope that some really deserving pieces and people get awards.
Yeah, I hear you.
Apparently last year there was this whole thing where like not a single female director was nominated or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet that caused all kinds of controversy.
Kinda did. Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause like it's one thing if like they don't win, but like if they don't even get the, I don't know. Maybe it was that they didn't win, but I think it was that there weren't any females because it was like a big deal. Like people are still talking about it. Like with the Oscars coming back around this year, people have been like you know, like Stephen Colbert and like stuff, like whoever's making fun of the news has mentioned it.
Right.
Can I ask you, I mean, you don't have to answer me, but I'm just curious, so
right.
You can tell me if it's too personal. Are you streaming already?
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
Okay. I was just wondering if, you and Stark are planning to, like, meet up, or if you have already.
We want to. We've talked about it. But at the moment, both of us are sitting in the same boat. It's a financial thing that is definitely stopping it from happening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we've been talking
That
about
sucks.
it for months.
That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that you will manage to make it happen. If you both want it to happen, I'm sure that you'll figure it out. It might just take a while.
Well, if I'd actually gone down to my mom's for the funeral or to be there before she passed, my plan was on the way back to stop in Tennessee for a couple of days and actually
He's in
get a chance.
Tennessee?
Yeah, he's in Tennessee.
Oh, damn.
But I was planning on stopping there until my daughter was going to go with me because I wasn't taking my dog, so she wanted to go as my service animal.
Good girl.
You know, so then I wasn't so sure I wanted to stop in Tennessee at that point, but now I'm gonna end up having to go to Florida before the end of this next year. Finalize all the stuff up with my mom's estate.
Yeah.
So,
Were you like the power of attorney?
No, actually, we appointed an attorney to be the executor of the estate.
Oh, cool.
But in Florida, there's a law that the estate is handled by the oldest child, and that would be me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I have to sign all kinds of paperwork so that my sister can handle it instead, because it's more feasible for her to travel down there than me because of health reasons for one. But she wants me to go with her, fly down, rent a car, and drive back. When we finalize the last of the stuff at Mom's house, because driving back means that whatever didn't sell, whatever's left of Mom's personal belongings, we're bringing back. Because she sent me a box of stuff from my mom's house, and it cost her $100 to send it.
Yep. That's a good reason to get a car.
So she thought it would be kind of cool because, you know, we had made that trip, or she made the trip 2 directions years ago. I think it was back in '82, with my mom driving cross country to here, and then the 3 of us drove back to Florida at the end of the summer.
Okay.
So she kind of wants to do it as this is a final hurrah, goodbye, whatever thing for my mom, because my mom wanted to do that trip again.
Aww.
But she never got to actually do it. So we're going to do it for her.
I like that. I think that's sweet.
You know, and the cool thing about it is, you know, we can stop at all the same places that we stopped back in '82, which would be like the Painted Desert in Colorado and the Grand Canyon.
That would be amazing.
It would be an awesome trip. It really would be an awesome trip to be able to go relive that whole experience again.
Yeah. That'd be great. I hope you do it.
Well, we are definitely in the works and starting to figure out when all of this is going to actually happen.
Good. Good.
So I figure sometime between now and December, because that'll be end of December, beginning of January will be when probate ends.
End of December?
Mm-hmm.
This year.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So it'll be sometime before then.
Oh.
Or right
okay,
about
so
then. Because right now, probate is a year for her house and estate. And she just died beginning of January. So they'll go a year from the date of her death.
What's a probate? Like, what's the point? Why does it have a time frame like that? Does it have to go that long?
Yeah, in Florida, it's guaranteed a year. It could actually go longer than a year, but because of the fact that at this point nobody's going to contest any of it.
Oh.
It's basically a chance.
Gives people time.
Yeah, it's basically a chance for anybody who feels that they deserve something to step up and say, we want.
We deserve something.
Right. You know, so at this point, we've made it real clear because my mom didn't have a will, or at least not one that's been found yet. We're her only kids, my sister and I. My adopted, or actually he's not my adopted brother, but he was adopted out at birth. He passed away when he was 16, and that was almost 20 years ago.
Shit.
You know, so we're it. We're the only kids. And, you know, we've made it real clear to our kids that, basically what we're doing at this point.
Is Elle back?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Basically what we're doing at this point is our kids aren't being included in what's being divided between her and I. All of her estate is just going between her and I. If I decide I want to give my kids something, it's my choice. If she decides she wants to give her kids something, it's her choice. We've made sure that the kids are aware of the fact that we do not want them contesting anything. We do not want them putting their fingers into the pot. This is mine and my sister's not. Just call it that. So it shouldn't take longer than a year, but the expected time period is 1 year.
Okay.
And I just went through the same thing. My dad didn't have a will. Probate on his estate was a year. And for 1 year, we've got to maintain all of the bills on her house. We've got to maintain making monthly payments on whatever she was making monthly payments on, which is expensive as crap. Yes, it is expensive as crap. Because her house alone was $1,000 a month, for a mortgage payment, and then she had $700 a month on housing insurance, and then all of her credit cards, and oh my god.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, okay, sorry. That seems kind of crazy. I mean, what happens if the kids don't have, like, steady incomes or something? Like, then what?
Well, that's basically, the state can step in and take it all.
Don't die in Florida.
That's pretty much anywhere.
Really? God damn. Guess I better make sure that...
And see, as creepy as it sounds, I already have a will.
No, I honestly am really stoked that you do, because it's responsible. It's honestly, like, it's a hard conversation to have with people, but, like, honestly, I should have one. I don't yet, but I should. Like, everybody should have a fucking will.
DNR.
And, like, I mean, and it's not supposed to be creepy. It's not about being morbid. It's about, like, being responsible and and making sure that, like, anybody that gets left behind at any point, you know, even if it's, like, 30 or 40 years from now, like, that stuff is taken care of. And, like,
yeah. Well, I did my will, 20 years ago.
good.
But I was told at that point in time when I did it that I only had 6 months left to live. So I wanted to make sure that things were taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's kind of like, better fucking do it. I mean, obviously, I'm really glad that, really glad that you're still here. But I do think that it's awesome that you took care of that.
Yeah, I've updated it every 3 years since then. And I'm due to update it again this year.
My attorney retired.
Mine did too, but fortunately, yes, she is talking. Amy does not hear you. And I'm not hearing you through the headset either.
Yeah, the way that I can hear her is kind of like in the background with you, and that's how I know she is. Because, like, between you and me and the entire internet, my mother is 71. And she doesn't believe in like Western medicine. So I actually have no idea if there's anything wrong with her because she won't go to the doctor to like have a normal big checkup, like a physical or whatever.
Right.
So I mean, she figures she feels fine, which is fine. And she's not, probably because she's 71. So. And she doesn't have a will. And, like, I've kind of tried to talk to her about it. Not in, like, a, you know, you never know mom kind of way, but in just, like, a, could you please make this a little easier on your children?
Right.
And whatever sassy thing she's saying, I cannot hear it.
She's fixing it.
Okay. Well, I can hear her being sassy back there, but I don't know what she's saying. So that was a really, well, okay, so she's gone now. That was a really short duty. Like, holy fuck.
Most of them are.
Why the fuck was the, slanty fucking... Well, that's pretty cool. We got 10 tombstones for it. Speak! Nope. Is that better?
Yes. Now I can hear you.
Did you not have your mic on?
I don't know what you're talking. No, I had my mic on. It wasn't that.
She had her headphones on backwards.
Oh my god.
So the mic was pointed to the back of her head.
Okay, so you know what that was? That was a boss running me over.
Oh. Yeah, and it honked.
Don't say anything. It's fine.
It honked on its way by.
Not one either. Oh god, I distorted it. No, I want to discard it. Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, Eminem performed at the Oscars tonight.
Oh! Oh,
Yeah.
man!
I know. Billie Eilish, too.
She went away with 4 Grammys.
I know. No, 5.
5? Oh.
She got 5. She got the 4 top-tier Grammys and another one.
Oh. You need to unlock the other one. Oh, you are. My bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right here. Next.
Now tell me what your sassy comments were that I couldn't hear.
Oh, you just tell you're gonna sell her. You just sell everything in her storage unit.
That's honestly the plan.
I know. But you just tell her that, like, no, I'm gonna sell all your shit, and then she'd do something with it.
I did tell her. She kind of did that. She did that thing where she was like,
oh yeah.
no, you wouldn't. Like,
I
yeah.
actually fucking would. You wouldn't even have to sell it. All you have to do is be like, hey, so I'm not going to pay on this anymore. Or here's my 30 days notice. I'll pay the rest. Have at it. Auction it off.
Yeah, I'd either sell the storage unit, or I would sell it to the guy, the storage guy. I'd be like, look, this isn't mine. I mean, legally I'd have to take care of it, but like, that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably let him know, like, I'm selling everything.
I didn't realize my shoes had like cloth.
Wow.
Your shoes look like what?
My shoes have clothos.
They do.
That is cool as shit.
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
Which shoes are those?
Oh,
the warg shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes with that whole wolf thing that the warg outfit does. That's cool.
I don't know why I don't have better gear. Oh no, I do. 440. Oh, you know, because I'm what Bruce called me. Ah, filthy casual.
Bruce calls you filthy casual?
Oh yeah.
That's
But
funny.
generally, anyone who's not like, well, him, I guess, because he's a filthy casual too. So, and he'll admit to it.
I don't get it.
Al doesn't do the raids.
I mean, I would. I just wouldn't want to do them. I don't want to hog it. Yeah.
And pugging it is, God, it's hard.
I feel like you guys are speaking another language.
Pugging it's
Okay,
basically going in with a group that you don't know anybody from. Using a party finder to get in, or just queuing for it and hoping for the best. And that's how I've run most of the content that I've run so far.
Let's open the second one.
I'd really like to run her through the alpha stage.
That would be cool.
What do we want to do?
Next one? Yeah. Pick up with the father?
I don't fucking know, but
I know. Yep.
it is, yeah.
Good clip? Hey! It's not you either!
I mean, I'm all about opening new dungeons, so if there's things you guys know of that I should be going and getting, I'll do it, but...
Well, I mean, okay, so... The alpha states are pretty much, they were the current, some of the current, like, raid, content in Sandblood. To get the current...
I just unlocked those on Whispering.
Oh, nice. So, like, you probably have better gear, to be honest. But they're fun. Except for Alpha 3, all the rest of them are hella fun to run.
What's wrong with Alpha 3?
It's hard.
It's just hard, like, the arena AoE, it one-shots you. And it's like a flash. So it takes out like half of the arena, and it's just like he turns around and zaps you and then turns back. But if you're within that range of like you're dead.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's terrible. Ooh, got a camper. Oh no, I can't. I was picking up. Nope, not that one. There we go. Scholar. However, it's a scholar. Doesn't do things, he's galvanized, I'm pushing back.
Sweetheart, you're falling off. That's why. It's because you're falling off. It's your profile. There you go. It's okay. I just don't want you
been a long while since I've done some of these.
Actually, these ones are pretty
I seem to always skip the first one. When I queue for normal raids, the first one's the one I seem to get.
Wrong one to give it to.
Honestly, that I haven't look. I'm not an expert, so I can't say like for sure one way or the other. But it kind of looks like they ruined the app.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the cards are.
Cards are all fucked up.
I mean, I honestly haven't even relearned them, but it isn't. I don't get it. Like, if that was supposed to be a buff, like, I don't know, it feels more like a nerf to me.
Yeah, no, I really like it because both the Scholar and the White Mage have two ways to get mana back. Like, they have natural abilities, and then they have Lucid Dream. All the Astrologer has is Lucid Dream. Because they took away the Viewer card that gives mana. Like, you still have Viewer, but it's all the cards that you're choosing together.
Which is fucking stupid. It's on fire. I'm not trying to bump your noggin, but you got it right under my elbow. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Oh my gosh. She doesn't care about her safety. She just wants cuddles.
Oh god, is this the one with the gorillas and the
It might be the next one is that. I know at some point we, two people get into those, gobwalkers over in the corner.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, that. Wait.
Over here.
These things are so insane. They're like, yeah, let's go. All the time, keep hopping, let's go. They're like on caffeine. I'm like, not. Dude, I'm so fucking. I'm like the definition of mellow right now.
I'm switching over. Fuck this guy. Use galvanize is trash.
Are you? Oh, you're playing Astro. Okay. I was like, this one's not. I get it. That's the only thing you could be switching. I don't know how they're not using Galvanize. That's confusing, because that basically means they're not healing. Because, like, the main summoner heals. Leave Galvan. Like, that's.
Like, like I feel adjusted, and not, I think that Darner the other one, or Mercury like it, yeah, this is the one that does healing behind opposed to, I'm not even, okay, what is this bitch doing? Is he actually healing, or is he just doing it?
I think it's diurnal, but I could be wrong. I think Nocturnal is the shielding one. I think.
So I can learn to connect the diurnal.
Right.
That way I didn't override his galvanize. And what is it?
Not but the That's a little asshole.
No, why'd you open that?
Jasper opens them because he's decided that since he's already beat all of them in Savage mode as well, that he's going to use the gear that you get out of it for glams. Because
is that what you're doing?
Technically, yeah.
Well, if you want to get technical about it, yes. But why are we playing fingers?
I mean, I haven't collected any of the Alexander gear in like forever, but I'll collect those parts to turn them in for animal weapon stuff.
I would honestly love it so much if my glasses came.
Mm-hmm.
I'll quit eventually. Probably when my glasses come.
Yeah.
You know what? In hindsight, it's probably a really good thing that I'm not going to New Orleans with a whole bunch of extra cash, because I'd probably come home with a tattoo.
I've been having such problems, like, this live canvas has been putting out so many amazing tattoos lately. Like, they got someone in there doing watercolors.
Oh, nice. Have you looked at their portfolio to see, like, how their tattoos age, though?
Oh, no.
Definitely want to look at their work before you commit to an artist. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've just, honestly, and, like, the way my tattoo, like, after my experience with my tattoo, like, I'm obviously not, like, an expert or anything, but I definitely know now, like, some warning signs to fucking pay attention to.
Haven't had a tattoo in so long.
Oh, man. Me neither.
I had all of mine removed.
What?
Mm-hmm.
For real?
I had them back when the laser removal first came out. I had
Oh man.
them removed with a laser, but back then the laser removal left this big black patch.
Mm-hmm.
So to cover that up, I had to have a skin graft done.
That's, like, pardon my French, but that's a fucking load of money, dude.
Yep. And the only reason why I
Wow.
agreed to do it was because I didn't have to pay all that money.
Who the fuck cared enough about your skin that they wanted you to cover up your tattoos?
The modeling
Oh, wow.
agency I worked for.
I was gonna say, I don't even know this person. I'm already pissed.
The modeling agency I worked for wanted me to start doing bikini models, and I had to get rid of the tattoos to do that.
That sucks.
But they paid me double what I paid for the tattoos to begin with. I had two of them. I paid $500 for the two combined. They paid me $1,000 plus they paid for the surgery or the laser surgery, and then they paid for the skin grafting.
Wow,
and
they wanted you bad.
And paid me for my recuperation time.
What in the actual hell? Who was your agent?
It was a company out of Germany,
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, our
Who
little
are you?
MoodyPaso over here has had quite the life.
I can't even with this shit. It's like, you think you know someone, and then they've had a whole life
No,
before
she's
you.
given up all her, like, dreams and achievements for little gremlins that grew up shitheads.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Parasites? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They are parasites, that's what they
Yes,
are.
yes.
Okay, I got the next one open.
Let's go!
Tinker, Seeker, Soldier, Spy! I'm of the Father. Yeah, You know? You know, and that's the depressing shit of it. Like, fucking, never mind, not worth it.
Yeah, I totally can agree. I know
mean,
what you're thinking.
You
totally
had, like,
agree.
this whole life that was fucking incredible, and then you gave it up, and...
Yep.
I didn't want to be a mom when I first became a mom. But then I grew to be super mom.
I'm not saying, like, you don't love your kids or anything. Like,
Well, I know. I totally understand that. I love my kids. I love my kids very much. I would not give them up for the world. Even though they're absolute fucking shits at times.
They're dick bugs.
Well, some of them are all the time.
2 of the 3 is not.
This is true.
Or 2.5 of the 3? Depending on how you want to look at it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, technically there are 5 of them.
Yeah, but I don't know the other one.
Yeah, you don't know the other 2 kids. But,
yeah.
You know, I loved my kids. I loved being a mom. It gave me a sense of purpose.
Oh God.
Being a mom.
That was rude.
But now I look back at my life and go, I gave up that, and I gave up this, and why?
Well,
why?
See, look, moms are important, right? Like, I wouldn't exist if I didn't have a mom. And I'm not saying that nobody should have kids. I'm definitely not saying that. But I just feel like this idea that you have to give everything, and that's how it used to go. People have to give up everything in order to raise their fucking kids, or at least one of the parents would have to give up everything to raise their fucking kids. And then you get to a point where you realize your kids are grown up. Like, you're not gonna die, hopefully, before they reach adulthood, which means at some point you're gonna have to start living your life again. And nobody thinks about that in the beginning. In the beginning, nobody thinks about what their life is gonna be like when their nest is fucking empty. When the nest is fucking empty, you have to be a person again. And so many people forget how to do that.
Oh yeah. Well, and to boot, I mean, I figured it out. I was a mom raising children for 34 years.
Oh man. Wow.
I had so much anxiety and so much stress built up when that empty nest syndrome happened.
I'll bet.
And now, my kids, well, some of my kids don't understand why I do what I do. But this is my living my life. This is me having fun. This is me doing what I want to do.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, I'll switch out since you know he used Galvanize. Good fucking job.
And I'm gathering that the other tank is just not going to put on tank stance. So I better put it on. Oh, this is Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man?
Or at least I think it is.
This is a super pretty machine. Very steampunk.
Very steampunk. All the Alexander stuff is very, very steampunk.
So pretty. you mean when you say you gotta put on tank stance? Are you talking about like when you're a warrior and you put on your like fucking warrior thingy?
Yeah.
And you go around being all orange? Okay. So wait, cannot...
You don't hold aggro. You don't hold
okay.
aggro when you are tank stance, or in your tank, or not in your tank stance rather.
Right.
Usually an off tank might not put on their tank stance because they do more DPS at that point. And the main
so the
tank would
not be like stealing the aggro from the main tank.
Right.
But if he's not going to main tank like he needs to, then somebody else will do it.
Right. Yeah, you need to have at least one of the two tanks with tank stance on so that they can pull aggro off of your healers. Your healers will take aggro in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Without even asking, they'll take it.
Yep. So you want your tanks to have tank stance on it. And in some cases, it doesn't hurt to have both tanks put on tank stance. The difference between them would be your main tank would use cooldowns, and your off tank with their tank stance on would not. And that kind of deviates because the cooldowns increase in a lot of cases increase your damage, which means you're gonna hold aggro better. If you're off tank and have tank stance on and don't use cooldown, main tank is still main tank.
Okay.
But by having the secondary tank with their tank stance already on, if for some reason or other your main tank dies, or they're dropping health too bad and they need to pass off lead, if tank stance is already on the other one, it's easy for that aggro exchange.
Okay, I think I get it.
But you also change things, because like beforehand, like every tank had their own like unique tank stance. That's not the same. Everyone had a tank stance.
Yeah, they used to have a tank stance, and then you also used to have a DPS stance. So your main tank would take tank stance, and your off tank would take the DPS stance. And it was easy to swap between the two of them. But now there's just, each tank only has one stance, and that's it. Make it more simple.
And also, like, because you know how people used to get salty when like healers didn't heal, like why aren't you here? And I'm healing.
Because somebody has to keep you alive, you asshole.
Well, the idea behind taking things was
so they could DPS more.
So
didn't all of this happen to make it harder to be a healer? I feel like I remember that being the case. The only ones that did get easier is healers, and that's what, because people didn't respect healers. So they were like, we're gonna teach them a lesson and make it even bugger.
And they kept healers pretty much
the same, right?
Yeah, for the most part. They buffed them all. They buffed them all at some point or another. White Mage got beefed up. Scholar got buffed. Astro's been tweaked a few times since the expansion. Yoshi P would like to see healers be healers. He does not believe healers DPS. They DPS when they have nothing else to do. That's it.
Yeah, healers should only be DPSing if they have spare fucking time or if it's an emergency. Like
a DPS check.
Yeah.
And when you're DPS, you're dead. Well,
yeah.
Completely understandable.
And you can't raise
even
them for some
even according to Yoshi P, even DPS checks should be handled by the DPS. The healer's job is to keep the DPS alive during DPS checks and tanks alive all the rest of the time.
Right.
Period.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
I mean, I'm not arguing that point.
But who is this person, though?
Yoshi P is he's the game creator or designer.
Okay, so he's trying to force people. He's trying to show people how his vision is supposed to play out, and people aren't cooperating. So he's making it. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, he
But
plays.
healers still have to have DPS if they're like, because if you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere and you're dealing with
that was the whole reason why he gave healers DPS, so that while you're running story on your healer, you can protect yourself when you're coming across stuff. You know, and initially that's all it was put in there for, but you've got all these people out there who seem to think that numbers are numbers, and the more DPS that's being done by everybody, the better the numbers. And yeah, that is true. But so many healers are wasting their mana trying to keep up with the DPS, and when it comes time to having to actually heal somebody, they ain't got shit to do it with.
Right.
Yep. And you can probably get away with that. You can get away with DPSing out the shit as a scholar and even as a white mage, because they do have the mana regen. But as an astrologian, like, they're such mana whores to even use like their basic DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so, dude, what is your deal?
I mean, being the fact that I have one character that is 80s across the board, I've played every class. And preferably myself, healer-wise, I would go white mage every time. Given a choice, I would go white mage every time.
You go outside.
But I started out this game playing a warrior.
Man bladder, dog.
White mage, I mean, white mage is a powerful fucking healer.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they do their job. And my first healer class was white mage.
Yep.
And if I ever go back to it, I mean, I never stopped playing with it. Like, I'm always leveling my white mage.
I have to say that my first healer class, at least to level 30, was white mage, because I found out that you got the mount at level 30 for the white mage class, so I leveled my white mage to 30 and then didn't touch it. Went back to running my warrior and my monk. Then I had somebody ask me if I would play a different DPS class so that we didn't have repeats of any of the classes in a party. So I picked up, because I'd already gotten it also up to 30, because my deal when I first started was get everything to 30 and then figure out what I wanted to do from there. I went and picked up the summoner, because looking at all the abilities and whatnot, the Bahamut, the idea of the Bahamut was cool. So, that was gonna be my DPS class, which meant automatically my scholar got leveled.
Yep. Same shit happened to me.
Come here. But Sark and I...
That was a good fucking time.
Yeah, it was. You know, Sark and I do a healer together. He's a Scholar main. So I don't go Scholar. And I wouldn't want to go Scholar anyways. I don't like Scholar.
I don't know what it's like to have a main class. What is that like?
It's hard. It's really like, in order to be a proficient scholar, you have to know the dungeon. You have to know when shit's just about to go off so you can galvanize, take the hit, keep going.
I mean, I just mean having a main class, period. I don't, like, I couldn't even, like, if someone was like, what do you main? I'd be like, I like chocolate.
When people ask me what I main, White Mage, Paladin, and at the moment, Dancer.
Dancer's
oh,
so
yeah.
good.
Still gotta get my Dancer.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Burden of the Father. Let's go.
Yeah, fuckers, I'm still playing this shit.
Hey, give me 1 second to respond to Claudette.
Yeah, fuckers, I'm still playing this shit.
Oh, okay.
Alright, now we're good. Paso has titled me Mama Paso, or Sark has titled me Mama Paso in his Discord.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I'm definitely living up to that name at this point.
That's okay. You be you. That's fucking upsetting. There's supposed to be a Reddit thread for everything. And apparently there's not, and I'm upset.
What is there not a Reddit thread for?
Adult ADHD.
I've never looked on Reddit for that.
There's an ADHD Reddit thread that has 619,765 members.
Wow.
There's ADHD women, 2 different ADHD memes, and an ADHD anxiety. But
so, totally jumping back a minute in conversation, you said your mom is 71?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Unless we lost count, she could be older.
Wow.
That's valid. However, at most,
I've never
maybe
seen her birth
50.
certificate.
Maybe looks 50. That's being actually really mean.
Well, I've shown you pictures of what my mom looks like. She was 73 when she died.
Right. But honestly, I'd say Lynn, like 44, 45.
Yeah, but she's getting older. I know everybody is really impressed with how she looks, but I'm just saying, since I moved, she's definitely aged.
Wow.
It's happening. I swear. I don't know. I'm like, so I'm kind of worried about it because, like, on the one hand, I look super. I, for the most part, do not look my age, and that's fine. My sister doesn't either, and my older sister doesn't either. None of us do. But I'm kind of worried we're gonna be like Asian men, and like at 50 years old, like power fucking old, and have like wrinkles and beards and shit. Also, most of us. Most of us are overweight, and I'm like actively working to lose weight. And when you're overweight, you don't show wrinkles as much. Like unless you're like doing something that's like causing wrinkles, like being in the sun all the time, like smoking, I don't know. Like unless you're doing something to like be hard on your skin, usually the fat kind of fills them in. So I'm low-key kind of stressed out that I'm suddenly gonna have wrinkles like in the next year that I didn't want to have. Kind of worried. Someone told me to worry is what was gonna give me the wrinkles, and I was like, I don't think so. I was like, yeah, because anybody who knows me knows that telling me not to worry doesn't help me not worry. So that's fine.
Right.
Buck was brilliant earlier today. I told him I was worried about something, and he was like, okay, well, the more you worry about it, the more it's gonna hurt you, but I'm not worried about it. And I was like, okay, then I won't worry about it. You're not worried about it, then I'm not worried about it. Because it was like completely like, he was the subject of the conversation. But yeah, my mother is 71, she's born in 48.
Oh.
She's been through everything. She's lived multiple lives in this one. I mean, she's done everything. She owned an auto body shop. She was a construction worker. She fucking had a fucking ranch with a horse. She's like, had multiple, I think. She grew up on a fucking farm, and she moved to Southern California. She went to a fucking boarding school at one point. Like, I mean, like, there's basically nothing that she hasn't done. And all of her kids are, like, we're so boring. That's the thing. Like, our moms did this stuff, all this crazy stuff, and then they gave up their lives to have kids, right? Completely, like, people that, like my mother, like, when she had us, like, the person that I knew growing up was not somebody who would do all these things. Like, I don't, like, it is so weird to hear those stories because it's like, what? It's like, what? But she's just a mom though. And like, but we're over here being like, we're not gonna give up our lives. At least me, I'm like, I'm not gonna give up my life. I don't want kids. I'm an independent. You know, all that's bullshit, and what am I achieving? Fucking nothing.
Right.
Who am I to judge? Shit.
So no feelings, just take it.
I see that. But we're almost done.
I recognize.
We're good.
I'm running, just running.
And I had clemency, so I was good.
I'm not sure what happened. Oh, he left already. Okay.
Who left already? I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like, could you just stand still for 2 seconds so I could commend you?
Right.
Just have a little bit more, like, selfishness and just stand for just a second, just in case someone is going to commend you, because I'm trying, but it takes me a while.
I know a lot of people quick get out of here, because those chests are full of lots of crap.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody wants to get stuck with those.
No.
I mean, you already get stuck with shit anyways. Like, out the gate, you get stuck at least with something.
You know, I try not to be the last person in there, but I at least stick around a little while longer.
Oh, I mean, like, two combinations over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where I'm at with combinations, but... 838.
I didn't get a single accommodation for Let's see, just out of curiosity, what am I on whispering here? 254.
That's not too bad at all.
On Paso, it's a whole different story.
Are you like 1,200 or something? 1,300?
It's somewhere around there. I haven't looked in a while, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think I could get on Lodestone and actually see right now, but... Because believe it or not, all that information is on the Lodestone. I can look and see what minions you've got, what mounts you've got. And how I kind of figure on when I end up with multiple minions, which ones to set aside for you. Because I follow you on the Lodestone so that I can look.
Aww.
Granted, I'm real surprised that there aren't more people out there who actually are aware of the fact that you can find all that information about somebody in game.
Yeah. You can follow the wire? Well, yes, I am that dickhead.
I mean, I did do that. A time or two. Miss used to tell me, no, I'm 80s across the board. No, you're not. Friggin' liar.
Don't fucking lie.
I've gotten clears in this and that. No, you haven't. You're not on the logs, dude.
I'll try again. Another. One more time.
I mean, granted, during the time that I was running with him, he did finally get everything to 80. And he did manage to get a clear in HOH. I don't think he ever got a clear in Palace, though. You know, now I'm the crazy one that goes and runs Palace solo.
I've tried that.
I haven't even.
Cleared. I think it was like floor 15, and then something killed me. Or maybe it was floor 19 or 20. The boss. One of the bosses killed me.
I've made it to floor 50, but died on floor 50, so I didn't get the achievement for floor 50.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So close yet so far.
And I haven't gotten past floor 10 doing solo runs of HOH.
And when it was Red Mage, I was fine for a while, and then a shark came up and was like, ah!
Yeah,
Okay.
my last attempt to get past floor 10 on HOH, I got hit by 4 sharks all at once. They came from every direction.
Oh, Jesus.
I just stood there and threw my hands up in the air and now I'm done.
I'm dead.
I'm so dead. Because I went in on my paladin. It was the first thing I did when I got my paladin to 80. Was trying to go run HOH.
I mean, why the fuck not?
I mean, as soon as I got my white mage to 80, I went and soloed all the, Realm Reborn, Extreme Trials so that I could get the horse mount. I soloed every one of them.
I live that. Yeah. I didn't go.
And as soon as I get her gear up a little better, because she's level 80 on White Mage now, I'm going to do the same thing with Whispering.
Dude, What?
But she's level 80, sitting in 70 gear at the moment, so I'm not gonna attempt it yet.
That's fair.
Uh-oh. Someone doesn't meet the requirement.
What's the requirement?
Which one do you need?
What are you talking about?
The duty finder.
Look at your duty finder and look at the Alexander raid. Which one do you have? What's the last one you have unlocked?
Burden of the Father. Which one?
So,
Oh, that's why. We're down too far.
Fist in the Sun is where I'm at. That's the one I've got to do.
Okay, okay, Daniel, then get up there, dude, and stop doing what you're doing.
Oh damn! I cannot believe I ate that whole thing.
Hi, Gimmo.
Oh.
You know what though? Good job.
If for me, yeah, that was a real good job. That's normally 2 days meal.
That's awesome. Those are big fucking burritos.
She eats here and doesn't get starved. That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's the word for it.
Oh god, hi there, girl. What's up, dude? I'm freaking lost.
I gotta start posting on Instagram again. I haven't been doing that. My numbers aren't dropping, but they're not increasing either.
Oh, you better get to it, woman.
I've got pictures now to post. I have male characters now to actually post pictures.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, while we're setting, let us know, and we'll get into position.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What?
Brad Pitt! He got the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. It's his first acting Oscar.
It's because...
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, so...
Yes. It was in Once Upon a Time.
Because he was,
Did you see it?
I didn't, I missed it.
Ha! Well, your life is not, you need to watch it.
I know.
I mean, it's, oh my god. I wanted him to have that Oscar so bad. I'm so glad he won it. He deserved it, hands down. He deserved it.
Well, people were like, he won it because he was the only stuntman who thought he was sick on Bruce Lee. Murder.
What? No, it was his fucking character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
It was in the script.
Right.
Besides, Bruce Lee was playing an asshole. Or the guy who was playing Bruce Lee was an asshole. Whatever. The character Bruce Lee was an asshole.
What,
Brad Pitt
run?
was incredible. He was amazing.
Oh, we're doing this one again? Did we just do this? Okay.
It shouldn't be. What did I do? No, I know, but now I have to figure out why I didn't get to the next one. Well, we're just gonna keep doing this one, and nobody wants to do this the third time.
Oh, yeah, dude, get out.
You probably have to go talk to somebody.
That's bullshit. I don't want to be social. Well, I did the whole, like, green check mark, start the next one bullshit. It said something popped up, so I, thought that meant that I fucking got, I don't know.
We'll check it when we get out.
I want to get fucking...
I think
You know what? He just needs a subscription, that's all. Like, it's just not a priority for him right now. Like, it's...
Get up here, dude. Stop it. Up here.
For $15 a month or whatever. His mom fucking canceled HBO. She's like, so sad all the time. But, then she got CBS just so they could watch the cars, so... I don't make that point.
You'll get HBO back when you're on.
Oh, totally. Yeah. She just bought fucking, so she's coming to visit him in May, and she bought tickets for a concert she really wanted to go to. She's on as well. But I'm glad she did because, God, I mean, he didn't say she bought them because she wanted to go, but she wouldn't have bought them if she didn't want to go. Like, she bought tickets specifically for he and her to go to this concert. So, I mean, I'm sure that he's the one who told her about it, because when you have a mother, you understand, like, what they will do and what they will not if you say certain things.
Right.
So I'm sure he told her about the concert, and that it's just being, like, doing them, like, it's go. So she bought the tickets. Better fucking believe. So, yeah, saving money and priorities and shit. Unless she doesn't want to. I cannot with her. That fucking woman. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know how. She probably still has some savings from Lane, but I don't have the information on that. Maybe. The other thing is that they have a rental property. And, they have a rental property, and she has a job now. Finally. But she works at, like, a library. It's not like... it's not like...
Job.
I mean, it is a job. I'm trying to say this without sounding like a dick. She has a fucking doctorate, and she's working at a library. Like, she's not making the money she should be making.
Yeah, but it's like
and she's not making...
doctorate.
She's not... Well, but it's still a doctorate. It doesn't matter if it's made up. It's still a doctorate. Like, just because she picked her competency doesn't mean that, like, her concentration doesn't mean that, like, I mean, lots of people do that. It just means that she's an expert in that one thing that nobody really needs her to be an expert in. But she's a writer, though. She's a writer and she's an artist. So there's no fucking reason why she's... So let me go this way.
What's your gear level?
I don't know. That's it. I don't know.
Your item level.
I don't know.
I will be right back. 1 second.
Like, I'm glad she has a job, but my point is that her job is not what's paying their bills. Like, she obviously has it because she needs it, but it is not what's paying their, like, it's part of it.
Okay.
And it's not a big enough part either that, like, if Buck doesn't have a job, they're fine. Like, with the rental house and her income, they still don't have enough money to pay the mortgage, somehow.
Oh.
Right. So, he's never got money, really. And somehow he manages to save it like a motherfucker. I don't know how he does it. But, yeah, she just, oof. His mother. She's just so selfish. And the crazy thing is, like, I used to totally idolize her. You know, she was an example of a mother who didn't give up on her dreams and the things she wanted to do just because she had a kid. And because of that, he had a pretty awesome, like, his childhood, he's experienced a lot of things. Like, he's done a lot of things. And his parents always expected him to make decisions and be his own person and have a personality, and I think those were things that they did well, but in the end they didn't do it because they loved him. I mean, his dad definitely did, but his mother did it because she wanted him to be independent at a young age. Like, she did it because she didn't want him making his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day. And I just know that. I just know that from knowing her. Like, she would never say that, but that's just who she is.
Right.
So now, when they have...
Well, she can also get away with that, because Lane always...
He did everything.
Made sure she had money. Made sure Buck had money. Made sure Buck had independence. Made sure Buck always had a car. Made sure Buck was always safe.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Like, I met Elaine all 3 times, I think.
He was a very,
And once he was drunk and passed out on the couch.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, that was every night. Yeah. I guess, it's a bummer. It really is. Because, like, she's a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Zero budget.
Yeah. And she could be crazy successful. And I don't really know why she's not. Probably something to do with fear of failure or, being in her 60s now or something. I don't know. 50s? Fuck if I know how old is it. How old are parents supposed to be when you're 29? In their 50s? She might be in her 50s. I don't fucking know.
56? Yeah, I'm almost 56 when she died.
Okay. My mom was 18 years older than me.
That's how my mom started. She had one at 19, but that one is 24 years older than me. 24 years older than me.
Yeah, my mom turned 19 a month and 12 days after I was born. She was definitely a very young mother.
What generation, that generation, the generation after it, like, my old boss, she had her first child at 15, and then her last child at 19, and she was done and had 4.
Damn. Holy goddamn. I was 16. I turned 16 a month before my oldest was born. I was 27 when my last one was born. And I had 5. I spread them out a little bit. Granted, the last 3, Arthur, Lizzie, and Patrick, are like 15 months apart between each other. So they came a little close for my liking. It sucked having 3 babies in diapers.
I don't know how people do it. Like, Amanda, she has 3 that are hers. I want to say Madison's 4 or 5. Michael is 2-ish. And then her newest one is maybe 5 months. And, like, Michael's still in pull-ups. Baby's still a baby.
Mm-hmm.
No, but no, fuck that.
Yeah, I had Lizzie in pull-ups. I had Arthur in toddler diapers, and I had Patrick in newborns. All at once.
And it's even better if she did all that alone.
Yeah.
I mean, It's impressive. It's awesome. It is. I'm saying, it's not that I don't appreciate our moms. I just get angry at the system.
Well, yeah. I do too.
Plus, I feel like my mom could be.
Alright.
Okay, where the fuck is my next? Okay, which ones do we have? We have all 4 of the first.
Burden of the Son,
Alexander.
Arm of the Father, Cup of the Father, Fist of the Father.
We have Alexander Gordius, so we have all those. We don't have the Savage ones. That's fine. So we need Alexander Midas, which is Fist of the Sun.
Fist of the Sun, Cup of the Sun, Arm of the Sun. Yeah.
Okay. How the fuck do I get to that? Level 60. Item level 200, normal full party.
Let me make sure that this marker, let
The
me make sure
required
it's not
quest
me.
is Pyramid. It's in the Dravanian hinterlands. So we're in the wrong fucking spot. Or... How the fuck, where do I find it?
Yeah, I'm unlocked and ready to go in here, which is a different spot than where you're standing right now. Which is Fist of the Sun. I wonder if there's somebody here that she needs to talk to.
Probably. I'm on my way back. Cause I tried to talk to cause the last one took me all the way back up here, but the person that I just talked to, I don't think that's the right quest. Like, I think that that's a different quest that they have now. So I don't know. I guess I could click on it and see where it takes me, but I don't really feel like doing a quest for nothing. I mean, it's not for nothing, but you know, it's not the one I'm aiming for.
Well, this is where I had to talk to somebody last night, because I unlocked this one last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you guys had these for a while.
I've had them on Paso for a while. I am still unlocking things on Whispering. I was actually a mentor for a minute.
Yeah.
I am down below where you're at, kind of a little off to the, if you're looking at the mini map, it's to the left.
Yeah, but how did you get down there?
I flew down here. Where are you at? Elle, you see where I'm at on the map? Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so we need to get Amy over here.
I'll be over here running around like a chocobo with its head cut off.
Yeah.
That, she's right there.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
What about when do you have an entrance right here where I'm standing?
Nope. Okay, so I probably need to go back up. Can you, okay, will you let me in? The words are not working, but what I would like is to get in the fancy car.
There we go.
Can we go north? Back up. See to the left right there? Back up there. On that island with all the city?
Yep.
I think. Is that it? No. Yes. Yeah.
We're here.
I don't know. I'm trying to pull my map up.
You're fine.
Fuck.
You got my fucking complicated.
Where are we right now? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit.
We're near the Big West shortstop.
That's where I need to be. I can't get out. Why couldn't I get out?
Right here.
I don't know. I just make sure. I almost always make sure to get out before you have that issue.
I think that's just a side quest.
It is, but it has an ether current, so I'm just gonna put it in my queue.
That works.
So this one says, Round Rock seeks a loyal friend to entrust with an important task, but it doesn't say that there's a dungeon reward, it's just money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one does, and then you want to follow it, because it'll make you pick up a thing right here, I'm pretty sure.
Because this is the same person I've been talking to for these, but like, it doesn't, okay, alright, well I guess we'll just see.
Now see, I got bounced back and forth between here and Idleshire with Slowfit. Was the other one that I had to talk to regularly.
That was the one I think I started with. Was that guy, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh! We're here to help.
Yay!
Brutalize, maybe? Could you imagine walking this day in and day out?
That'd be so
That
good.
would be neat. Yeah, no kidding.
I would have like something to slide down on, and then maybe walk back up. That would be.
Not if it was your daily life, dude. Like if it was like because like the fucking steps in Japan, like people just run up them. I mean, if that was normal for you, like you wouldn't think twice. It's just not normal for us.
Well, I mean, it's how steep this thing is. Like you wouldn't want to climb.
Well, you wouldn't run up the middle. You'd take the stairs. Like the middle is decorative. We can run up it because we're fucking characters and this is a video game, but realistically, you'd just take the stairs. Although that would make a hella slide in like the fucking snow or something.
Right?
But these stones though, like you wouldn't want to like skin your face on that.
No.
Oh, the architecture in video games.
Yeah, this is true.
Whoops. Okay. So, that was the ether current one. Anyway. Am I...
Just away and shoot it up?
Search for Maid and deliver the glowstone to her. Okay. I don't want to search for her. Fine.
Dude! What? Open. Open your mouth. No.
I bet you it's this fucking thing down here. Have I always had that? Whoa! Oh, here we are.
I really like to go doggo hunting.
Yeah. I only have one. I want more.
It's this one.
Yep, same one I got. This is Sano.
I really enjoyed.
Matter of fact, I think
Bono.
I went with you when you got yours.
Yep. It was. I think it was Fox who was moaning about not getting it, like trying for 2 years.
Yes,
not getting
yes,
it.
yes. Jill, he just got it 3 months ago.
That's fucking funny. The dice, the god dice hate him.
Yes.
The roll dice. The roll
RNG gods, man,
RNG
are
gods,
totally against him. But I still have one more bird to get. And then I'm done with the birds.
I don't know how many I have to be on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have, what, 2? 8?
Of the birds?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong character. Whispering on the head 4 of them.
You're like, where the fuck are my birds?
What the fuck happened to my birds, man?
Okay.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Okay. Things are looking up. Alright.
There's like 6 or there's like 7 or 8 of them, I believe.
Oh, hi, Grandma. What's up, dude?
He says it's love bug time. I know, like, you're saying the same thing. I got it. I do. I really do. I got it. Would you please get off my computer? Thank you. I will pet you with the other hand. Just let me have my right hand.
Okay, gotta find Biggs.
Enjoyed
He's
behind
just
you.
out. That's
Oh,
why
no. To me, right now I can see Big swim ahead of you.
Oh.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna fly.
Just hoping it'd make her move. Oh, she's back though. Oh god! Hi, Kumo.
Kumo attack!
I'm sorry, I'm touching the cat. Damn it.
How dare you touch the cat?
That's
Traitor.
exactly what he's saying.
He does not agree with your shenanigans.
This is 100% true.
Oh, it was a chocobo who, like, went off the fucking cliff. I was like, what just happened?
I think I just gotta get the Zervan bird on Paso.
Well, I'm sure if you wait long enough, the next bird to be got on the Moogle heads would be that.
Possibly. But
yeah.
I know that Stark needs the exact same one I need. It's the only one he needs too.
Oh, okay.
So at some point we'll end up doing it to get. Let's see. Birds. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. If you've got 6 of them, you're the same place I am, so you only need servants, bird.
Nice. Dragon Lord, Dragon God, Dragon Lord, Dragon God, He's okay. He's okay.
Okay, let's see here.
Such a tired puppy. She doesn't know what to do when I stay home all day.
Now who's the attention one?
This guy.
What's up, Puma? What are you doing?
He's looking to find attention. $1,305 accommodations on Paso.
Nice.
So I need 195 more.
For
Get my mentor crown back.
did you not have enough before? I mean, you were a mentor before.
Yes, I was a mentor before, but they upped the number of accommodations you needed from 300 to 1,500. And if you didn't get the 1,500 within the allotted amount of time, you lost your mentor crown. And I did not get the required amount in the allotted amount of time, so I lost my crown.
Such bullshit.
So I'm working on getting it back, and I'm at 1,305 out of the 1,500 needed. Which means I am not far. Shouldn't take me any time at all to get 200 player comms.
Oh, easy. For sure. For you, for sure.
I just have to actually
I
get
feel
on
like-
Paso and play it.
Yeah, I mean, just like playing and not being a dickbag should. You get it in no time.
Yeah, well, Stark and I came up to the conclusion that, because I have, again, I've been playing less time than he has, and my accomplishments are more than him. He's only got like 800, maybe 900 player comms.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I've got 1,300. So we've come to the conclusion, because Paso always looks very clantly dressed, very noticeably.
Yeah.
Attention is very drawn to her. Very drawn to her.
Mm-hmm.
So people are going to pay attention to her name before they pay attention to Sark's name, whose character doesn't quite stand out as hardcore as Paso does.
Those people are nasty.
Better healer than me. He really is. And I say that because I I run dungeons side by side, me running and watching my dungeon while watching him stream.
To go to that. Sorry.
He keeps people alive a whole lot better than I do. But he's been playing his class a whole lot longer. So he knows it a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the issue that I've got. I have an issue with short-term memory, so learning a new dungeon takes me a little longer to learn than most people because I have to do it repeatedly before I can remember it.
I totally understand that.
But
that's why I'm so annoying every time I start playing again. Hey, Elle, could you fly me over there?
Sure.
Thanks. But Sark isn't. I mean, he could have made a girl character. I mean, I'd be willing to bet half, at least half of the female characters on Final Fantasy are played by dudes. I'm sure.
Oh, I know they are. I know for a fact they are. Look at Dodge. Look at Dodge.
Yeah. It was weird because, like, a friend of mine, when we started playing, I actually started playing because of this friend. When we started playing, he was like, I just wanted to, like, let you guys know, like, I always play female characters. I hope that's not weird for anybody. And we were like, it's a game. Like, fine.
Right.
Turns out he's trans, so that's there's that, but Fist of the Sun, now accessible.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the quote-unquote girls I've made friends with in-game were dudes. Like, it's not that girls don't play, but the majority is not.
Well, I've talked to so many people, especially, since I am on so many of the 14 community sites, and talk to people as they're creating their first character. The general consensus most people have is if they're going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours looking at the ass of a fucking character, it better be something worth looking at.
Exactly. Dudes, and it's not a sexist thing. Dudes are visual. They're not going to want to fuck around with something that they don't want to look at.
Right.
So it makes sense.
That started out following me on Instagram and now follow me on Twitch and actually play in-game with Sark and I. She plays a male character and he plays a female character.
Nice.
And it works out good. And Sark and I are just the opposite. I play a female character, and he plays a male character. Kind of, we're about to swap it up, because once he has nothing else to do, he's gonna make a female character, and God, I've already got 3 male characters.
Yeah. What's this exactly like the first one?
That.
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Gotta fly in the air.
Thanks.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh my gosh, this other tank actually has the tank stance on. Technically, I don't have the main tank.
Joe, lol. Or did you suppose, Amy? So me and Josh were alone.
You kind of broke up. You and Josh what?
Get along really well.
Of course you do. Of course you do. That's who he fucking is. He's the guy. The dude. The people like. He makes jokes. He smiles, he laughs to get through his shift. That's who he is. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It probably makes it easier to, like, deal with him.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I'll just work with him all night. Like, I know that Daniel
Like when he's asleep?
Right. Yeah, Daniel, leave her alone. Daniel and Kyle work with him, and, like, they make, Dango, dude, come on. Nothing to do with me until, like, I'm in the middle of something. Oh god, it's this one. Okay.
I don't know what that means, so if there are things that I need to know.
Okay, so on the left side of the room, a red puddle is gonna pop up, go over, and then you'll turn into a bat. And then you just go and you continue to beat the shit out of this one guy. And then you can turn back at a certain point.
Well, the red's over there.
Oh, purple then.
Purple will turn you into a bird. Red will turn you into a gorilla. At least 2 DPS want to be gorilla for getting rid of bombs.
Is this what I'm supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just flying around. Be in the back. Oh well. Time's up. Oh, birdie again. Look at it now.
Oh, shit. Alright, there we go.
You got it?
Yep. I tried.
So,
when the bomb pops up, knock him away from the party.
okay. It's just not near you. And I died. Thank you, lovely one.
Ah! Oh, the address.
The fucking mess. Honestly, the only downfall, I think, is being a ninja, besides that you have to be close to him. Whoa! That was fucking close, dude. The only real downside I could see about being a ninja at this point, since CP's gone, is just that, like, the close range, but also that you died defending your country.